So today, as quickly as possible, I'm going to be running through every single Hatchimals Alive Mystery Hatch test mode, because I have discovered some new ones recently that I need to show on YouTube, because I have not shown them yet. Alright, let's get started. For starters, to get into any of these test modes, the Hatchimal must be off, and you must hold down the heart button on the belly. Flip it to the on position while still holding that, and then rub its head while holding the belly.
0, 4, 3, 5, A, B.
That was the revision number. And notice when it said A and B, it lit up on the bottom. I don't know why it does that, it just lights up for the letters. Alright, now here we can activate a couple different test modes. By pressing the belly, we'll go to B1, by touching the head sensor, we'll go to B4, and by pressing the beak, we'll be going to B3. So let's start with B1.
1.
And now we're in this B1 type test mode, which technically it's just one. It's technically its own test mode in a way, but it, technically is what we would call B1. You'll notice that the blue gem lights up on the belly, and if I press the mouth, we get lights on the bottom. If I keep pressing the beak here, it just cycles through red, blue, and green. We can test those out. Press the belly again.
2.
Now we're in 2. And in 2, what we can do here is we can press the beak, and it'll give us a little beep with some flashing lights, and sometimes it can also say OK or warning, and I don't know what determines those, but it's kind of rare to see it happen.
3.
Press the heart again. We can first touch the head sensor.
Okay. Okay.
Kind of test the motor a little bit.
Okay.
Little test of everything, I guess.
Okay.
And then we press the beak, and then the gem turns green.
4.
Alright, in 4 here, it's a microphone test, and we press the beak to access it, and once we're done recording, we let go of the beak.
It's a microphone test, and we press the beak to access it once we're done recording.
And then if we touch the head sensor, the gem will cycle through lots of different colors. Press it again.
5.
Goes up. Press it again. Goes down. Now if we press the heart one more time,
B2.
it goes to B2. And in this B2 test mode, you'll notice it's beeping. If we touch the beak, we'll go to the sounds test mode, but we have to control the sounds by using its beak. But if we rub the head sensor, it'll go through all the sounds on its own. It's important to note that this test mode does loop, so you kind of have to keep track of what the sounds were when you started. I'm going to interrupt that so we can move on. If we press the heart or anything and press it again, it's just going to wake up and go back to normal. That was our first 2 test modes right there. Alright, let's re-enter the test mode.
0, 4, 3, 5, A, B,
Alright, so now this time we're going to press down on the beak.
B3.
This will put us in B3. Now, I'm not really sure how to trigger this, but if you start pressing the belly, the beak a little bit, and kind of just wait a while, red lights will come from the bottom. There they are. Now we need to turn the Hatchimal off, and turn it on while just holding nothing. And you'll notice a couple white flashes. Okay, for the next part we need the egg base, so if you don't have your egg base, then that's kind of a problem. Now we're going to put it in said egg base. Alright, you notice nothing's quite happening. Well, now we need the wings, which for some reason I don't know where the wings are. I mean, there's a button inside the egg base, but I actually want to use the wings, and I don't know where they went. Technical difficulties. This might not take a while. Where are the wings? Oh, wing. Where are the wings? I don't know where the wings are. Oh yeah, where are the wings? Where are the wings? Wing. I found the wings. Woohoo! Alright, hope you guys enjoyed my terrible song. Now let's insert the wings. And as you can see, this completely starts the Hatchimal over in the original egg stage. And we can interact with it just like how we could in the egg stage by tapping and lifting and all that good stuff. I don't know what it's doing, by the way. This heart. Alright, so if you keep playing with it, it'll get to hatch. Or if you're bored of that, you can just take it out and press the heart. Now, if we had interacted with it and waited and got it to hatch, it would have lit up rainbow colors. Mist, I think, comes out of the bottom. However, I'm not 100% on that. And it just starts spinning around in a circle until you take it out and press the heart. So there obviously are some differences compared to how it would be when it's actually in the egg. But that's basically how Spin Master puts it in that egg mode. Because they have like the wings and all tied down so it knows that. Okay. Now, let's go into the next test mode B4 here. Same process of getting in. Didn't quite work because I think the motor might have caused that because the head went down.
3, 5, A, B.
Alright, so touch the head sensor.
B4.
And that goes in B4. Now, I never figured out the purpose of this test mode until recently. It's actually a motion sensor test. So if you go back and forth like this, the motor will trigger. Just confirming the sensor works. You can go up and down. Once you're done with that, you can just press the belly and it wakes up like normal. Alright, we have 2 more test modes to go for.
3, 5, A, B.
Alright, so for this next test mode, we need the egg base again. After it says their vision number, we're just going to set it inside the egg. And now let's insert the wings and see what will happen.
B1.
What? Okay, well, that's the other test mode I was going to show you guys. I don't know why it activated that one. Let's try that again.
5, A, B.
Probably because I took a while to put the wings in. Let's try it now.
B5.
And this is B5. Now, in this test mode, it's like it's hatching. It's testing out the egg base rotation. It's testing all that. And I can guarantee you that mist comes out during this version. So if you press the heart, it wakes up like normal. A funny glitch you can get to happen, though,
0, 4,
is
3,
just put it back in here.
A, B, B5.
If you press the heart while it's in the egg base, and you like leave it in the egg base, if you wait here, yeah, it buzzes for a little bit until it realizes, oh, I don't need to do that. There's just a little glitch. Alright, and now there's one final test mode that I also discovered recently, along with that B5. We want the wings out for this one, but we do want it in the base. And I'm pretty sure the automatic way to activate this is turning it upside down.
B1.
So now what this test mode is it works kind of like the sounds test mode. But as you can see, it's doing lights, and it'll even do the motor. And it doesn't play every single sound, like it only plays some of the sounds. And since I've never shown this test mode before, I'll just go through the whole thing here. I notice this one's taking a different order approach compared to the Draggle. What? Whoa! 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 It pitch bent. That was interesting. And it's rotating in the egg base, which I've never seen it do before. And I think we're back at the beginning. I'm not sure yet, so I just want to confirm. No, we're not actually. Okay, now we are. And I'm going to point out something interesting here. So I'm actually going to wait until it just does the song. And then we're going to press the belly while it's singing that song. So you notice it said B2, but if you look here, there's a difference. There's lights coming out of the bottom, which it normally wouldn't have. And if I press the head sensor, or press the beak, as you can see, it just goes through the sound test mode like normal, but there's just lights on the bottom. So it's like there's two ways to get into the sounds test mode. It's kind of strange. And if I press the belly, it just goes back to normal. Well, it takes a second for the lights to cut out, but then if I press it again, it's awake. Okay, so that is going to conclude this update on the Hatchimals Alive Mystery Hatch test modes, guys. Yeah. What do you guys think about that? That's interesting. Obviously 3 new test modes we can see there that I didn't know existed until I was playing around one day. And figured out B4 and then B5. And then I think the next day is when I had figured out the final test mode. And this was about a week ago, but I'm just a little late to filming this. But yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.